Hello everyone. For my final review for the day, I'm going to be reviewing the movie Avatar with the blue people, pretty much. Not Avatar: The Last Airbender. But but before I go into that, first I want to say thank you to everybody who supports this channel, who gives it a chance, and then it helps me out a lot of ways. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Without all of you, ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't be here. So thank you very much. Comment down below, like, share, and if you like what I do on this channel and want to help, I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and gaming reviews. So if those are your thing, I would encourage to check those out. And we are just 6 away from reaching 200 subs. So in case anyone's interested in helping out with that cause, of course, after seeing my work, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show today. To describe this Avatar film, just imagine where you're on this distant planet, Pandora, and you see human beings acting like you, getting information to take resources and killing its people on that planet. How would you feel about that? That was the type of scenario that we got in this film. Same thing for the second film. But we see we see the main character's brother get killed, and his brother has to take his place. So he has to know what's going on. He has to do these daily logs on a daily basis, and he's working for a system that's broken and corrupted. So once he gets into the Pandora, he has to adapt with the times on that world through a machine, pretty much. Think of it as a sauna machine, like the old-fashioned ones, but it sends them to a different world. So the group that wants the resources Sully was working for, or as a volunteer, pretty much, one of the two. So once he saw what was going on, he was just disgusted. Changed her heart the whole 9 yards. And he fell for one of the tribesmen's daughters. I believe it's the same person who played Gamora during the Guardians of the Galaxy films, if I'm right. And at first they were friendly enough, I guess, per se. But after a while, they had feeling towards one another and they mated. Once they mated, they were bonded for life by that point. No divorces, nothing like that. Stick it out until death do you part, pretty much. So once he chose his side in this war, for his human friends agreed to help him, but it came at a cost. The friends he knew, they got killed in the process. Not all of them, thankfully. And after a while, the humans lost, and they basically escaped. And as for the natives on that land, they had to relocate after the mother tree was brutally removed, because underneath that was the resources that they wanted. So after sending in the general, that ultimately failed his mission, apparently. There were secrets in the first film that weren't mentioned, but were mentioned in the second film. And I'll review the second one tomorrow. So, but to sum it up for the first film, just imagine that question. Try to imagine yourselves in their shoes to stop the oppression, stop the killings, and stop the occupation of their land. And then you'll understand the story a whole lot more than anything else. And Sully accepted his new life and became an avatar, one of their people. And that's where the movie ended. So, to describe this film, I would say it's a good film. It also teaches us what not to do and not invade other people's land or property because of minerals underneath it, and treat others with respect. pretty much in a nutshell. So, if you haven't seen this film, I would highly recommend it because the action scenes are there, the story's on point, and you see who's good and who's bad in this film. And mind you, this film's I think 2 hours long, if I'm right. So, if you want to see good films, some of them are long, but worth it, pretty much. So, I would recommend this movie to anyone who hasn't seen it. And if you're new to this channel and you want to see something fun but long, this is a fun film to see, but it's also serious at times as well. And makes you understand the movie understand the movie a whole lot more, the struggles in the movie, and the sacrifices were made for the people to survive. And for the humans to lose round one of the war, pretty much. But in closing, if you want to see a movie like this, I would highly encourage it. You see what you think. And again, I want to say thank you to all the people that support this channel from day one. Without all of you, ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't be here. So thank you. Comment down below, like, share. And we are just 6 away from reaching 200 subs. So if you're interested in helping out with that goal, of course, after seeing my work, I would highly encourage it. And then I would be very grateful. So thank you all for the love and support. May God bless you all. Stay safe, and I will see you on the next one.